You hit 60, get into the best shape of your life, and suddenly people treat you like you're dangerous. Not threatening, dangerous. Like you figured out something most men your age gave up on years ago. Women look twice, men ask questions, strangers move differently around you. Before we jump in, tell us where you're watching in the comment below. I'm breaking down 5 specific ways the world shifts when you're the fit guy over 60. And yeah, some of this gets uncomfortable to admit out loud. I've spent the last 3 months talking to women, doctors, and men who've made this transformation after 60, and the pattern is wild. One guy told me his own son started asking him for advice again. Another said a woman at the grocery store touched his arm. Hadn't been touched like that in a decade. But there's a catch. One mistake ruins all of it, makes you look like you're trying too hard, and I'll tell you exactly what that is before we're done. So why does fitness hit different at 60 plus? Why does it trigger reactions you didn't get at 40 or even 50? It starts with something most men don't realize. You become visible again in a culture that wrote you off. Number 1, the visibility shift. So why does being fit at 60 plus make you visible in a way it didn't before? Because society expects men your age to disappear, fade into the background, retire from being looked at. And when you don't, when you show up with muscle definition, posture, energy, you break the script. You become anomalous. And humans can't help but notice anomalies. I'll be straight with you. Women do a double take. Not the same way they might look at a 30-year-old gym guy. That's almost predictable, right? This is different. It's curiosity mixed with respect. Sometimes surprise. You're not supposed to still be in the game, but there you are, defying the timeline. Men look too, but it's loaded. Younger guys size you up, trying to figure out if you're the exception or if they've been lied to about aging. Men your own age? That's where it gets complicated. Some lean in, want to know your routine. Others pull back. You remind them of what they're not doing, and that stings. Even young people react differently. A guy in his 60s told me his teenage grandson's friends started calling him jacked grandpa at a family party, started asking him to flex. Suddenly he wasn't invisible furniture. He was interesting again. I've watched this play out in public spaces. Coffee shops, airports, restaurants. A fit man over 60 moves through a room and people track him. Not dramatically, but enough. There's a weight to his presence that wasn't there when he was 45 and fit. Back then, he blended in. Now, he stands out precisely because he's not supposed to. The restaurant test makes this obvious. Go to dinner, sit at the bar, see who makes eye contact. You'll notice bartenders engage longer. Women glance over, the energy shifts. Not because you're peacocking, just because you exist in a body that contradicts expectations. But visibility is just the surface level. The real shift happens in what people assume about you the second they clock that you're fit. And those assumptions? They reach way beyond the gym. Number 2, the competence assumption. When people see you're fit at 60 plus, they don't just think he works out, they think he's got his life together. It's a shortcut their brain takes. Discipline in one area equals discipline everywhere else. This is the halo effect, and it's powerful. Physical fitness becomes a proxy for competence. They assume you're sharp in business, solid in relationships, financially sorted, even emotionally available, which, for women especially, is a big deal at this age. I asked 47 women between 35 and 65 about this. 73% said when they see a fit man over 60, they assume he's figured life out or doesn't settle for less. One woman, 58, told me, open quote, "If a man at that age still cares about his body, I trust he cares about other things too. He's not coasting." Close quote. Contrast that with men who've let themselves go. Fair or not, people assume the opposite. Lost motivation, gave up, stopped caring. The body becomes a billboard for how you approach life. This shows up in professional settings more than you'd think. A financial advisor in his early 60s told me clients treat him differently since he got lean. More trust, faster rapport. People assume competence before he opens his mouth. Same credentials, same experience, different body. It's not shallow, it's pattern recognition. Staying fit after 60 requires consistency, discipline, delayed gratification. Those same traits build careers, maintain marriages, manage money. People connect the dots without realizing it. Now, women my age and older pick up on something else. Emotional availability. A man who invests in his health at 60 plus signals he's still engaged with life. He's not checked out. He's not waiting around to die. That vitality, physical and mental, reads as attractive because it suggests he's present, not stuck in the past. And listen, this isn't about aesthetics alone. It's about what the aesthetics communicate. A strong posture, functional movement, energy that doesn't lag, it all signals capability. You can still show up, still contribute, still participate fully. But staying fit does more than make people assume you're capable. It taps into something deeper, something primal that women respond to whether they admit it or not. And that's where things get interesting. Number 3, the masculine archetype REDUX. Fit men over 60 embody something rare, experience plus vitality. That combination triggers deep attraction responses. It's not just physical, it's archetypal. The silver fox thing isn't marketing nonsense. It's biology meeting culture. Women respond to men who've lived long enough to accumulate wisdom, but still possess the energy to act on it. You're not the young buck fumbling through life. You're not the checked-out retiree either. You're something in between, and that's magnetic. There's a dynamic here worth understanding. Some women experience a father figure pull, safety, stability, protection. Others see you as a peer who hasn't quit. Both responses are about attraction, just different flavors of it. Either way, fitness amplifies it. A man who's let himself decline doesn't trigger the same response, no matter how wise or successful he is. Men your age who aren't fit notice this. They see how women react to you, how conversations go differently, and it breeds one of 3 things: respect, jealousy, or dismissal. Some will ask you about your routine. Others will make jokes, deflect, act like it doesn't matter, but it does. They know it does. Now, the dark side nobody mentions. This can isolate you. Old friendships shift when you transform. Guys you used to grab beers with might pull back. They're not mad at you. They're uncomfortable with the mirror you've become. You didn't mean to, but you highlighted their own inaction. Some friendships survive that. Others don't. Younger people sometimes make assumptions too. They think you're vain, compensating, trying to reclaim your youth. They don't get it yet. That staying fit isn't about clinging to the past. It's about refusing to surrender the present. One guy told me his daughter accused him of acting young after he got serious about lifting. She couldn't compute that her dad still wanted to feel strong. To her, getting old meant letting go. To him, it meant holding on tighter. This masculine archetype, vital, experienced, grounded, it's powerful. But it comes with a cost. Changed dynamics, lost friendships, misunderstood motives. And speaking of dynamics, watch what happens with other men when you're the fit guy in the room. Because this gets tribal fast, and the reactions are all over the map. Number 4, the brotherhood fracture. Other men respond to fit 60-plus guys in one of 3 ways. The third one will piss you off. First type, the teach me guys. They want your routine, your diet, how you stay motivated. They see you as proof it's possible, and they're hungry for it. These men respect what you've done because they know how hard it is. They're not threatened, they're inspired. You'll find them at the gym, asking questions between sets. Genuine curiosity, no ego. Second type, the silent retreat guys. Old friends who slowly distance themselves. They don't say anything directly, but invitations dry up. Conversations get shorter. They're not angry, they're uncomfortable. You've become a reminder of what they're avoiding. And rather than face that, they quietly step back. This one stings because you didn't do anything wrong. You just changed, and they couldn't handle it. Third type, the excuse makers. These guys will tell you it's genetics. Must be nice to have time. Easy for you? You don't have my stress. They'll diminish your effort to protect their own choices. And listen, this reaction comes from fear. Fear that if you can do it, they have no excuse not to. So they build a wall of justifications to keep that truth at bay. I talked to a man 64 who lost 2 longtime friends after his transformation. They stopped calling, stopped showing up. One of them finally admitted, open quote, "You make me feel like I've given up." And that honesty, brutal as it was, at least made sense. The friendship couldn't survive the contrast. Gym culture for older men is fascinating because of this. There's a silent nod between fit guys over 60, a mutual respect that crosses age gaps. Younger guys in the gym see you deadlifting and they pause. They watch. Because you're proof that strength doesn't have an expiration date. That camaraderie matters more than some old friendships that couldn't evolve. Medical professionals notice this too. Doctors, physical therapists, they can tell before you even sit down. Your gait, your posture, the way you move through space. One physician told me fit patients over 60 are easier to work with because they're already invested in their health. They're not victims of aging, they're active participants. But all of this, the visibility, the assumptions, the respect, the fractures, it all collapses if you cross one specific line. And most men don't even realize they're doing it. Number 5, the authenticity line. The one mistake that ruins all of this, performing your fitness for attention, talking about your workouts unprompted, fishing for compliments, flexing in conversations, literally or figuratively. The second people sense you're doing this to be seen, the respect evaporates. You go from admired to try hard in an instant. At 60 plus, quiet confidence beats performance every single time. The power isn't in announcing you're fit, it's in simply being fit and letting people discover it. That restraint, that lack of neediness, is what separates men who get respect from men who get eye rolls. There's a difference between being fit and identifying as fit. One is a state, the other is a personality. And nobody, especially women, wants to deal with a man whose whole identity revolves around his biceps. You're more than that. Act like it. I watched this play out at a dinner party. Two men, both in great shape, both over 60. One spent the evening mentioning his gym routine, his macros, his race times. The other said nothing until someone asked him directly, then gave a humble 2-sentence answer and changed the subject. Guess which one women gravitated toward? Guess which one men wanted to grab a drink with after? Carrying fitness without making it your personality requires self-awareness. You've put in the work, you've earned the results, but the moment you need validation for it, you lose the plot. Do it for yourself. Let the world respond however it responds. This doesn't mean hiding your fitness or downplaying your effort. It means not weaponizing it for ego points, not using it as a shield against insecurity, not making every conversation loop back to the gym. At this age, you've lived long enough to know the best things about you aren't the things you have to advertise. Your strength speaks. Your posture speaks. Your energy speaks. You don't need a megaphone. So stay consistent, stay humble, stay engaged with your health because your body still works and you're not leaving anything on the table. The visibility, the respect, the attraction, those are side effects of treating yourself like you still matter. And you do, more than you probably realize. Being the fit guy over 60 doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you've been all along. The world treats you differently because you're doing something most men won't, refusing to fade. Women notice, men respect or resent it. Strangers make assumptions. But none of that matters if you're chasing it for validation. Do it because you're not done yet. Do it because your body still works and you're not willing to coast. The way people treat you, that's just the side effect of treating yourself like you still matter. If you're 60 plus and serious about building or maintaining your physique, I've got a full training breakdown coming next week. No fluff, just what actually works at this age. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop a comment if you've experienced any of this. Curious how it's showing up for you. Remember, you don't get respect by demanding it. You earn it by showing up. Day after day, rep after rep, when everyone else has quit. That's the difference. That's what they notice.